In today's video, we're going to look at how to maintain a healthy relationship with a partner with a fragile nature based on Buddhist teachings. We know that emotional injuries and misunderstandings are common in this kind of relationship. However, thanks to Buddhist principles, it is possible to find an inner balance in this challenging journey. Let's explore together how we can make this process more conscious and peaceful. Having a fragile nature is often the result of deep emotional wounds. These wounds can be the accumulation of past traumatic events, rejection, disappointments, or chronic stress. As a result of these emotional wounds, fragile people are vulnerable and often defensive in order to protect themselves. This can be particularly challenging in relationships because your partner's emotional world can be on a delicate balance, like a volcano ready to erupt at any moment. Buddhism reveals a fundamental truth of human life. Suffering and dissatisfaction, or dukkha, are an inevitable part of life. Dukkha encompasses not only physical suffering, but also emotional and mental suffering. Buddhist teachings say that recognizing the existence of this suffering and understanding it is part of spiritual development. The suffering of a vulnerable spouse is directly linked to this universal truth of past events. At this point, the first step in Buddhism is to accept and understand this suffering rather than reject it. Fragility should not be seen simply as a weakness, but rather as the expression of a deep emotional story. Understanding the pain at the root of your partner's vulnerability is the first step to approaching them with compassion. This understanding is directly linked to the Buddhist teaching of karuna, or compass. One of the most fundamental teachings of Buddhism is karuna, or compassion. Compassion is not only understanding the suffering of others, but also acting out of a desire to alleviate that suffering. When living with a fragile partner, this virtue should become the cornerstone of your relationship. In Buddhism, compassion involves developing a deep understanding and compassion for every suffering living being. Because of past traumas or emotional wounds, a vulnerable partner may react in ways that challenge you on a daily basis. While these reactions may often seem irrational or extreme, you must have a compassionate perspective to understand the underlying emotional injury. Let's think through an example. You notice that your partner is hypersensitive to one of your criticisms. Even a simple suggestion may be met with a big reaction. In this case, instead of instinctively becoming defensive, try to see the pain behind his or her reaction by adopting the Buddhist approach of compassion. Recognizing this pain helps you to approach her with compassion and develop a deeper understanding in your relationship. A compassionate attitude is not only a way to maintain your emotional safety, but it also makes your partner feel safe. Living with a fragile partner often creates a constant state of alertness. Likened to walking through a minefield, this can become even more challenging without compassion. Compassion makes the steps you take in this field safer. Think of it this way. A compassionate approach helps you choose your words more carefully and your behavior more deliberately. For example, instead of ignoring your partner's feelings during an argument, listening to them and trying to understand what they are feeling can make a big difference for them. This not only ends an argument, but also makes your partner feel more secure. This sense of trust should be at the heart of your relationship. In Buddhist teachings, compassion is not only for others. You should treat yourself with the same compassion. Living with a fragile partner can be difficult, and you shouldn't neglect your own emotional health in the process. Being compassionate requires compassion not only for your partner, but also for yourself. Understanding your own boundaries, taking care of your emotional health, and seeking support when needed is an important part of this process. In Buddhism, kshanti, or patience, is one of the cornerstones of spiritual growth and healthy relationships. Patience not only helps to cope with difficult situations, but also to maintain inner serenity and mental balance. This virtue plays an important role, especially during fragile and stressful times. In a relationship, especially when living with a fragile partner, patience is even more important. Sometimes your partner's reactions may seem irrational, or there may be momentary emotional outbursts. These situations can damage your relationship or increase tension. However, having a patient attitude towards these reactions contributes to a healthier and more balanced relationship in the long run. Patience also helps you to understand and support your partner's emotional needs. Patience helps you handle stressful situations in a more calm and controlled way. Taking a patient approach to your partner's challenging reactions or stressful moments allows you to maintain your own mental balance and deal with stress more effectively. In addition to maintaining inner peace, patience also increases your ability to cope with external conflicts. Patience is the key to long-term health and harmony in relationships. It may be inevitable to face challenging situations in the short term, but an attitude of patience and understanding makes it easier to work through these situations and strengthens your relationship. In addition to protecting yourself and your relationship, patience can help you build a deeper and more meaningful connection with your partner. Patience not only preserves your personal peace of mind, but also creates a balanced and healthy environment in your relationships. Being patient in the face of challenges contributes to both your own spiritual growth and the long-term health of your relationship. Integrating this virtue into your life will lead you and your partner on a more harmonious and happy life path. Buddhist teachings deeply emphasize the importance of achieving inner peace. According to these teachings, when we achieve peace in our inner world, we are able to reflect that peace in our surroundings. Inner peace is the result of a process of personal growth, and one of the most important stages of this process manifests itself in our relationships. The dynamics of a relationship can be complex, and living with a partner who is particularly fragile or emotionally challenging can sometimes pose a great challenge. However, these challenges offer opportunities for personal and shared growth. Buddhism teaches that every moment of life presents an opportunity for learning and growth. By taking this approach, you can overcome these challenges, both individually and with your partner, and achieve a deeper inner peace. When you achieve inner peace, your emotional responses become more balanced, and this reflects positively on your relationship. Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of living in the moment and accepting the present moment. When you take this approach, you can more mindfully and lovingly appreciate the present moment, rather than bringing the burdens of the past or the worries of the future into the relationship. Your personal growth also affects the dynamics in your relationship. Buddhism encourages each individual to focus on their own inner journey. This journey is a process of developing patience, understanding, and empathy. Walking this path with your partner leads to both individual and shared growth. Dealing with challenges and seeking solutions together helps build your relationship on strong foundations. Challenging processes are actually learning opportunities. From a Buddhist perspective, these challenges can be valuable teachers for your personal growth and your relationship. Each challenge helps you learn more about yourself and your partner, develop a deeper understanding, and grow together. Being patient and open-minded in this process contributes to achieving greater inner peace, both individually and together. Buddhist teachings show that achieving inner peace is of great importance on both a personal and relational level. The path to inner peace offers opportunities for personal development and shared growth. By walking this process together, you can build a more peaceful and fulfilling life for yourself and your partner. Living with a fragile partner can be like walking through a minefield, but with a mind and heart armed with Buddhist principles, it is possible to overcome these challenges. Compassion, patience, mindfulness, and inner peace are important values to guide you through this process. Remember, finding balance in your relationship is a learning process for both parties. If you liked our video, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. See you in the next video.